We are now live. And another couple of minutes, then we can start.
My voice is clear, right?
Yes, your voice is clear. You can check the YouTube also if it is live to you. And we both are on the live screen. I have pinned both of us together.
Okay.
Probably 5:05 the goal that we will go live, whatever it is. I was, while we are waiting for others to join,
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to give you a, recently I was watching one of my guru's video, and she's one of my very favorite mentor. And she was talking about how in her first few overseas sessions were, and how she was having suddenly a change of schedule and made her not to have any audience. And she felt very bad because, she flew all the way to a country and change of schedule.
Yeah.
What the message she communicated was that she felt it's okay. She always believes in giving one-to-one kind of communication in crowd. She says, always I speak for that one individual, whoever is listening to me. So she also felt like, okay, it's only 2-3 people. I do not mind. I'll speak to that 1 or 2-3 people. So that is how she started. And guess what she said? She said today that is one of the most widely seen video.
Yeah. That teaching to the 2 to 3 people.
Yeah. And it has been repeatedly telecast, viewed, highest viewed YouTube in her list. So that is the blessings of I would call it as, the practice. You do things what is right. Hi Vinay, hi Tejas, hi Amit. It is more interactive session, so please unmute yourself, and the more you come on video, it is good. So please come on video. Do not worry about your background. Do not worry about it. Communication is all about that. You can mute yourself, but come on video, and you can use the chat, and wherever needed, you can unmute yourself and speak. Come on video, please. You can introduce yourself in the chat also. From where are you? What is your hi Tejas? That's a handsome look, Tejas, you have. So you can always come with full video. Akshit is smiling. He's agreeing to me. So where are you from, Tejas? You can type it or you can speak.
I am from Maharashtra.
You are from Maharashtra. Okay.
Yeah.
And wonderful.
Mumbai.
Mumbai. I love Mumbai. I love Mumbai. I suspect those who are coming, joining. Are you the first time, Tejas, or you joined last week as well?
I'll first time.
First time.
Join on last week.
Okay. Wonderful. Hi, Vinay. Good to see you. Wow, there is one more admin. Whoever has put admin, can you please unmute, rename yourself so that I would know your great name?
I think it's one of our esteemed guests, Savita ma'am.
Savita, okay. Hi, Savita. Thank you for joining.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
I am very well. How are you, Savita? Thank you for joining.
I'm good.
All the smart people who are behind the name, come to the camera. It's great to learn through video. You learn by seeing each other's face. There is something happens when your brain sees you and others. Some process happens. All those who have joined, till everybody joins, we will give another 1 minute or so. Please introduce yourself beyond your name, from where are you logging in, and one expectation out of this series. It would help us. And if you are first time, you can say first. One, which location, and 1 or 2 words, your expectation. We believe in powerful 1 or 2 words. That's a neuro power. All please come on video. We are having interactive experiential learning. Experiential learning includes your video on so that you get the maximum benefit. It's 30 minutes. Let's do it together on video, please. Let me share. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We can start.
So, hello everyone. Welcome to day 4 of our live series, The Neuro Power of Communication, where we practice speaking with impact and we understand the meaning beyond just words. Thank you for your presence. And as Lakshmi ma'am has said, we would really appreciate it if you could open your cameras and let's have an interactive session. And before you do that, or while you do that, we would really appreciate it if you could just drop your names and the locations that you are from, and what is your motivation or your expectations from this session. So with this, Lakshmi ma'am, I think we can start and move ahead.
Thank you, Akshit. You are a great co-host for me. I enjoy this session with you and with our all our participants for today. So today we are on day 4. If I heard some of you are new, those who are new, let's do a quick catch up. This is all about neuro-powerful communication. And if your expectation is here, we are going to teach you some language of English. Yes, we will teach language, the language of mind, the language of brain, the language of our relationship, and the language of our society. So this is going to be a psychologically, neurologically driven communication series. First session, we talked about different communication, different modalities, talked about our brain language beyond our language as your English, Tamil, Hindi, whatever the language you speak. Then we talked about what is that one important element. If you do not have it, you will break the communication. You would have heard about it, you would have experienced it. That is rapport building. We talked about what is rapport, what are the different means and modes, and what techniques. Then we talked about what is that one thing that can make or break this rapport. We all discovered together trust. We learned through experiential way because we believe in doing is learning, not listening. And we do certain neurological change as you sit in the class. And we also tell you to do certain things. If you do it, the results is assured. You will start seeing the change within you. Are you all in? If yes, give me a thumbs up. Do some action so that your brain starts accepting that I am in a class, I am learning. Give thumbs up. Your brain needs some change for it to learn something new. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Are you all ready? Wonderful. Give more thumbs up and come on video so that we all can learn together. While we do the quick catch up, today we are going to get deep into trust. Why? We all learned last time how you enjoyed your trust moment. How many of you are able to enjoy the last time reflecting on picking up top 3 events? Akshit, I'm going to start with you. Those who have attended last time and did that exercise of neurological exercise with me of going back in your memory, looking at, reflecting on the trust moments you went through. We took one recent one we took from the childhood, and then one I left it to you to choose whatever you want. I was specific about two, one I left it to your choice. We did 3 going back in memory, going through the trust event once again. Then I asked you to touch any part of your body so that it could anchor. This is called anchor in neuro-linguistic program, NLP, where you touch it. Then I asked you, whenever you want a trust, whenever you want to feel trusted, you touch that point. How many of you were able to do? And what happened actually when you recollected? When you recollected first time, going back into the trusted moment.
Now, so for me, while I was reminiscing about the times, like how easy it was for me to talk to people, when I tried to remember, one thing that came to my mind was I used to talk to people with a smile on my face every time. And that enabled me to talk to that person more easily, and somehow it made the other person more comfortable as well.
Wonderful. Very well, very well. Any other person who wants to share? Unmute yourself. We don't mute anybody. Come on video, please. All of those who are there, all the smart people, come on video. Okay. And I wish all of you come interact. This 30 minutes, we sharp 30 minutes. So enjoy best while we are together. So wonderful, Akshit. Exactly. People get very attracted with smile universally because we are used to with smile means some kind of chemicals which gets created, which gives you that happy feeling, the comfort feeling, the safe feeling, the secure feeling. So smile has so many elements when it is genuine. So wow, very good, very good. So whenever we are into conversation or in any context, we go through these 4 different elements. You would not escape any one of these. It could be like you may be in a situation. I trust, you trust. Give me one context, anyone. Just type in. What would be the very typical context where I trust, you trust event would be there? What would be that? Anyone? Please type in, or you can unmute yourself. I'm not able to see the chat if somebody has given the chat. Keep typing, all of you. I will give one example from my thing. Whenever I have the closed personal side, then I trust because the other person also invariably trusts because the person is close to me. This is I trust, you trust. Or whenever you are in an environment which is known to you for quite a long time, where you have exchanged common values, where you are familiar with each other and understand each other, then it is I trust, you trust. Whether it could be professional or whether it could be personal side. How about you, Akshit? Any one example you could give?
Like you said, it's a very similar example. I would say a childhood friend. Trust goes without even like there are no terms and conditions as such. You just trust that person and that other person trusts you. So that would be an example from my side.
Wonderful.
Yes, ma'am.
Where is a condition? Where would give me an example of where I have no trust, but the environment or the person in front of me trusts me? Anybody on the those who are there, please, you can give your situation. Think about it, exchange, give your views.
If I may, I think if you are going to buy something for the first time, right? The seller would trust you fully to sell you that product or service, but you would be skeptical initially. Like if I should trust this seller or person or the product.
Yes. Yes, very, very, very well put it. Like when you are hired newly to a company,
Yeah.
you may be, it's not about you don't trust, but there won't be, it's not that you no trust, but you will not trust also. Because it is new to you. Your brain needs some element of familiarity. It has to be familiar with the things. Otherwise, brain cannot trust that. It needs certain things. So we are going to discover that what is that the brain needs for us, and it's going to be real life. And there is no cliche framework I'm going to give you. You are going to discover your own trust blueprint. Are you all ready? Give me a thumbs up if you are ready to unlock and learn your trust blueprint. Just give a thumbs up. That's all it is needed. Make your brain to interact. Then your learning is fast. When you interact, the real magic happens. Where do you think the situation of I trust, but the environment or the opposite person doesn't trust action? Where does that come from?
So if I am going to a client for the first time, and
Wonderful.
so
Wonderful.
that may be a situation I think where I would definitely be interested, and I'll have to make that other client or the person trust me to establish a middle ground.
Yeah. It is also another condition like, you go to a place because of referrals. So you go with the trust that, yeah,
Yes.
somebody referred me, so I will be taken in.
Hmm.
I remember my first experience when I went to Bangalore for my first job. My professors recommended his family friends. So I didn't think, I just went. But later I realized they were like they were not talking freely. So I was like wondering what happened. Why, you could sense it. That time I didn't have all this knowledge. Wish I had it. Then I could have turned the table very fast. It took me a while because then I realized they had a unmarried man in boy in their home. So obviously it's nothing against me or not. It is that no trust situation because of they had certain intention in their mind and they had the fear of based on their past experience. So you have gone with the trust, but the opposite person did not. This is another context. Where do you think both the people have no trust, but still they are land up into the situation? This time I need from the audience. Akshit, I will come to you last.
Yeah, sure.
Bebina, Himadri, Tejas, is my voice clear to you? Am I audible to you?
Yes, we are audible.
Okay. Is my communication good? Let me ask. Is the question clear?
It's going excellent.
Okay. So if nobody is going to answer this question, Savita, I would ask you to answer me. And it would be great to see your lovely face too. If you can. I know you have certain situations. If you can, please come
Yes,
on.
yes.
Otherwise, you can answer also. Where do you think, thank you, Sai. Where do you think we get into the situation of no trust? Trust. Both the parties, no trust. Akshat?
Ma'am, supposedly a conflict happens between two people, or there is a situation where both the parties are aliens. Supposedly, the pandemic, maybe during that time.
Exactly. Yeah. Very, very good. When the conflict happened, it was no turn situation.
Yeah.
The trust is broken. They need someone or something to happen to get the glue back.
Yes.
Like it's mostly happens in personal side where you hit the wall, they say, right? That's a beautiful language. You hit the wall. So there is no turning back, and then they need some other support. The no situation comes when there is a situation of macroeconomic impact, like a COVID or a pandemic or a financial crisis came, which is like you have no reference point to rely on. So brain cannot process anything constant that time. Everything is changing, everything is evolving, many information bombarded to you. Your safe and secure nest is shaken up. Then no trust situation happens. So we don't speak, we experience. How companies, business take care of it? Let's say a very beautiful example we are going to see it, where how this company built a trust when they launched in or when they got into a new market. Are you all ready? Give me a thumbs up, then only I will show you something good. I can promise you that it's going to eye opener for you. Ready? All of you ready? Thumbs up, thumbs up. We all youngsters, we need thumbs up because our brain needs action. Otherwise, it will go low. Your whole system depends on how fast your brain is responding. Okay, let's go. We are going to watch a nice app. Let's enjoy it. Experience how trust is built in a new geography for this particular company, and then I'll explain to you what happened after this ad was released. Is the voice good?
تبين تلعبين؟ يلا. تبين تلعبين؟ يلا.
Okay, all of you, just type in what happened. Type whatever happened after this ad was published into this new geography. You could have guessed it from the dress. Where was this ad published into? Middle East. Nike did this. Afterwards, what happened? This ad is still in YouTube. You could go and see the comments. It was the most appreciated ad. And you know what happened? The brand was bought over like anything. There were people who went all over and said that I will support this brand. And if you see that the emotions of the people, the psychology of the people was very well resonated, and they said that it is need of the hour for my women. So there was different voices came. This is called communication. If you see that, there was not much of voice. Watch the videos, that song's lyrics. It was very powerfully, emotionally invoking. And see the dress everywhere. It was culturally aligned. And they brought appeasing all the people of different sports in a women community. They did not stop with one thing. They included football also, which is not appear to be okay in a Middle East for a woman, but they brought it also. Bold steps. This is called how to introduce with the trust-enabled communication. Let's see what happened in a exactly opposite direction. That is, a company went completely into crisis because of the mistake that happened in that company. You all would have known about this medical company called Tylenol. It is a very famous drug company. They went crisis because when they introduced in the market, one of the times there is something happened, and earlier used to have these medicines with the 2 tubes. So somebody put cyanide and there was a loss happened. People lost life. This company went into crisis. Johnson & Johnson, but it's a big history in a business world. And this company came back. Let's watch what happened and what are the important emotional aspects. We are learning here neuro-based communication. We are not doing logical here. We are doing totality, including logic. Logic is just less than 5%. 95% is beyond that. Our mind, our emotional brain, empathy, social pressure, everything plays. So let's understand how this company came around that situation. Ready, all of you? Give me a thumbs up if you are enjoying the learning. Give me a thumbs up. I need motivation now from your thumbs up. Let's start. I'm going to break it, so bear with me because it's a very long one. I'm going to take that portion which is needed for you at this stage. Let's all go.
The backlash over the ad was immediate.
To rebuild trust, corporations in trouble follow a familiar script.
I am deeply sorry.
This was a major breach of trust.
One written nearly 40 years ago when a deadly crisis gripped America.
The first to buy was the first to die.
Tylenol changed the crisis landscape.
But have all the lessons been learned?
Anger is boiling over on social media with the hashtag
In 1982, I was 8 years old, and my mom had just gotten back from the maternity ward, went to the grocery store and bought Tylenol from the grocery store that was doctor's orders. And the next thing I knew, I just saw my mom go out on a stretcher from my upstairs window, and that was the last that I saw her.
Mary Reiner's Tylenol had been inexplicably spiked with poison.
3 people are dead, and another is in critical.
Volunteered it. Some analysts predict the Tylenol brand name will disappear within a year.
We concluded we were never going to be judged by what caused the problem. We were always going to be judged on how we responded to it.
Meanwhile, the criminal investigation seemed stuck in first gear.
The 130
lucrative brands.
The question became, how do we regain trust? It wasn't in the efficacy of the medicine. Tylenol works. Trust was lost in the packaging because the packaging had enabled the poison, the cyanide, to be entered into the medicine.
6 weeks to the day since the Tylenol murder story broke, Johnson & Johnson held a news conference in New York to reintroduce Tylenol.
Tylenol capsules.
It had the cotton ball, it had aluminum over the top, it had a childproof cap, it had plastic over the childproof cap. Those levels of safety became the levels of trust.
I think they're going the extra mile to make it sure that it's consumer safe.
Tylenol, the so-called eighth victim of this tragedy, is continuing to recover.
The business turnaround one analyst calls the greatest comeback since Lazarus.
Packaging now had become a competitive advantage. Everything from food products to pharmaceuticals were favorably affected.
If I take the cap off the milk carton, you have to stick your finger in there and grab the ring and pull the ring out along with the seal. I think of Tylenol.
Fantastic. So give me your reading of going through what this company went through, Tylenol. They had this breach of trust all over America. It was completely banned. They had to the extent like it is killer brand. Just watch it in the news. What did the CEO say at the second clipping when I moved? He made a very wonderful response. How does that relate to you? All of you at different stages in your business life cycle, you would have seen your worst situation like this, where you made a project delivery and then it failed. It did not meet on time, or it had more defects. It went live, but it was not meeting the purpose. The client is very upset. In the second clipping, when I switched, that CEO gave one wonderful life lesson. What was it? Anybody could recollect it from the video? You can type it. You do it, you have mastered this. This is psychology we are talking. What did the CEO say? One single word, he said it. That's the key. Whenever you have no trust situation, turning. It is not just business, even in personal life. We all make mistakes. The CEO said, it happens. It is not about the event that breaks the trust. It is about how you respond. It is very, very important, even in life. I don't know how many of you have had a tough fight between your loved ones, your friends. Most of the times you would hear them saying, it's okay, you made a mistake. At least you should have told me, no. It is okay, you could have done it, especially between, the intimacy relationship between mother and a son, or, the spouse, or close friends. Why did I come to know through somebody? You could have told me. Respond. Have the ability, have that guts to stand up. Why we are not able to do, we will decode it, okay? But that is what expected. That is the first and foremost when no trust situation to turn into situation. So your communication is going to be tied with how you are responding, how sincere you are to the market. If you have seen, the beginning of the video started with, I am sorry, at the topmost level. How many of you watched recently the news with Tata chairman, Mr. Chandra? He went in to watch it. It's a beautiful interview. He talked about similar thing, how he had no trust to, he built the trust with media and his communication. Watch his communication, carefully crafted and very genuine. So when you go in a no trust, one of the important thing is authenticity. Feel for the situation as the leader. So whenever you as an individual in a no trust situation, you need to show your vulnerability. You need to show it. So you saw how it happened. Now we are going to use it for our purpose. Are you all ready? Are you ready to decode what is your trust blueprint? Take a paper and pen. No cheating. Everybody come on video and take a paper and pen. If you do not have it in your immediate reach, then type it. I would advise next time onwards, bring your paper and pen. Now we are going to decode your blueprint. Nobody else is going to do, and it's $1 million secret. You are going to learn easily. Are you all ready? Give me a thumbs up. Ready? Ready? Super. So first situation, you are going to do no imagination, go into actual, where someone trusted you. Take the recent event, somebody trusted you. What specific action did you do that made that person to trust on you? And how did the person reciprocated that? How did you know that the person trusted you? Take one event where someone trusted you, write what specific action, very specific, take only one, no generalization, be work specific. Your brain, it is like database query. You don't go and say, bring all this, right? You will specifically ask, for my account, give me on this day, what is the amount I spent on this shop? That's specific. Okay? Write it. Now you send it to me one-to-one. If you want to learn, send it to me one-to-one. I will give you more of your brain structure, your trust structure, which will be very useful to you. Okay, now, what quality they showed? What does that mean? What quality they showed? For example, if someone trusted you, they could have, when you say do this, they would have just did it. They would not have questioned you. So that is called quality what they showed. Any specific questions anybody has? Do this, you will know your trust blueprint. If you know your trust blueprint, you can invoke it anytime you want and bring the trust and build the relationship faster, be it personal life or professional life. If you are already having a tough situation because of in office somebody is not getting along with you, that means there is a rapport building problem that starts with the trust. Understanding your trust, you will be in a position to correct it. Have you noted down the qualities, what they showed? How did you feel when that person in that context showed the trust? For example, if recently I had a situation with my son, I asked him to do something. I did not expect him to not to question, but he just did it. It made me more responsible in asking him something. It was not making me happy. Of course, there was a joy, but if you ask me, primary emotion at that time was more responsible. Next time I have to ask him so that it is also win-win for him. He also enjoys that. You see that responsibility emotion came within me. So what emotion did you get it? Write it. It is not one. I felt joy. I felt, proud. I felt responsible. For that particular event, if I go back, I asked him for one thing. He did that without asking a question. That was a quality he displayed. When he trusted me, he did not question me. Even though he is an 18-year-old turned man, he did not question for that. He did not judge. He did not question. He did it immediately. These are my emotions. Okay. Are you all done? Give me a thumbs up. You will do this for 3 more things. In the interest of time, I'm not going it. You will do it 3 more events, including the first one already you did. Then you will write it down in 1 page. Now, the next one, what you do? You trusted someone. What specific action did they do which made you to think, which made you to trust them further after that? Take a recent one. Take again one from childhood when you are doing as a homework. Now let's do one live. take one recent event where you trusted someone and asked, what did that specific action they did which strengthened your trust? Actually, this time I'm going to pick you live and you are going to tell me. Okay? Be ready.
Okay.
What qualities did they display, embody? What qualities? In this case, let's say I asked someone to do it. Actually, you remember, I asked you at 11:30 in the middle of the night for something to be done.
Yes.
And you did it.
Yes, ma'am.
So I asked something and you went extra mile that time to do it. So that made me to trust you. So next time, if you see my pattern, I'm asking somebody and they are able to, no matter what they are able to do, then I trust. This is my brain pattern. This is my neural structure. Anybody who does it, if somebody comes and gives me any reason, I will not be okay. I will not change my pattern because this is my pattern. All of you on the call, are you all getting this? This is how we are built. We are animals with these kind of neural paths. Again and again and again, it is overwritten. It could be different for you. So take the recent example. Who did you trust? In what context? What action specifically? Bring that context, bring that visual, what words or what did they do which made you to trust them more? Or which made you to start trusting from that moment. Like I had an experience, first time I shifted to a new location, I was looking for a vegetable shop. Then I saw a old lady. She represented my grandma. So I went to her and then she gave me caring words. That caring words represented my grandma. Instantly I trusted her. My brain just believed, no matter what, I will go to her only now and buy. Trust. If she is not there, that day I will not buy. So that's my pattern. Okay. How did that trust empower you? Now the feeling part we are asking. You always remember, we go with data, we go with emotion. These two go hand in glove. Data, logic, and the emotion. Without emotion, we don't exist. The people who say I am too logical or logically emotionally connected. Okay, all of you? Okay. Now, do it for another 3 more events and post it. We are going to create a group. You could post it in the YouTube. You could post it in the LinkedIn page. We are going to do powerfully based on this. In the coming week, starting from today, start noticing and start building. Who and all I am trusting? What action did they do, which is making me to trust them? What quality they are displaying? The quality is very important for you to do, for you to know. Like the way I said to Akshit, he went beyond the time and delivered it that time, which was very important to me. Okay, Akshit, can you give one example of you trusted someone and what did they do which made you to trust them? Whatever you wrote.
Ma'am, so I think for me, when I first moved out of home, it was after 10th class. And when I moved out, it was for coaching basically. I had to prepare for my examinations. And during that time, I was in a new city by myself, living away from my parents. So during that time, one of my friends gave me, like one of the people that I was sharing a room with, they gave me like food, like the food that he had bought from his tiffin. He gave me like, he said that let's eat. No, nobody else is eating. Let's eat. Let's finish this. And I was like, I was hungry at that point in time, and I thought, wow, well, nice. So that made me trust, and we became really good friends. I still talk to him this day. And it was a small gesture, but I don't know, maybe during that time, feeling, being away from home and that familiar somebody offering food. So that really struck me.
Okay. So now come back. Now come back. You brought, first you had to put down that specific action. See, because we are decoding neural patterns.
Yes.
It's a very high-end complex work, like the way we do software engineering. It's a very high-end work. So what specific action did that person do in this case?
Share food.
He shared his food to a person whom he is meeting first time. So that is also important. The context is important. So you will write it down. Anybody who is unknown but is coming to your level and building, he would have used some language. He would have used some words.
Something very candid, like as if we are already friends. Yes.
As if he were already friends. So he made a emotional connect. He made you to emotionally feel familiar. So you will write it down. The quality is he came to your level, made you familiar. What emotion did you feel? You felt at home. What does that mean? Safe or comfort. Anyone feeling?
Yes, I'm not alone here, please.
You are not alone. So comfort. So you are writing it. Anybody gives you comfort, your trust neuron will start firing. So this is how all of you who are there will be finding it out. Okay. So we are done for this class. You will do this. Why we are doing this? Whenever you have this positive trust, we engage our prefrontal cortex. It helps identify, reinforce connections and safety. It strengthens our neural path, thereby interaction and empathy goes. So if you write it down each and everything from now, this week onwards, you would surely get certain words and this, like the way I was decoding with Akshit, next time with one of you, I will decode it. That is the exercise for this week. And see you all on next Wednesday. Are you all good? How was the session today? Without that, we are not leaving. How was the session today? Give your poll, all of you. And looking forward to see you next class. Keep giving. All of you. Thank you for those who have given already the feedback. We need another 20 to 30%. Keep giving. Couple of more. Last few. Keep giving. Thank you everybody for this wonderful session and enjoyed. Next time, please do come on video. Have more interactions, only 30 minutes. And we will have a very experiential learning and shift. Thank you all. Have a great day. Thank you, Akshit. You are a great host. Thank you, Savita, and all those people who have joined. Amit, Rohit, Sneha, Madhuri, Bebina, Shweta, Akshata, Tejas, Kumaran, Savita, and Akshit. Thank you all. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.